Alrighty, this light was screwed to the wall with sheetrock screws through the side here into the woodwork here, which is paneling, and it's not up to code. And there's some very, very old wire in here. So this one, and this one go to the light. And these, I'm just going to leave well enough alone because the wire is very crusty back in here. So I'll take this off. Take this wire out of here. Let's see what the two black ones are like here. Those are our two black wires there. You can see this fixture is all messed up. The socket inside is all bent. So I'm going to see if I can take this box out here. I'm just going to make sure all our power is off. So how's it going, Arthur? Good. Because this is all undone here. So we'll get these two older wires twisted together here, and we'll rewire nut these. When we put our new light fixture up on here, there's that one. And we'll restrip this one here a little bit and make it just a bit longer. Do you have two yellow wire caps up here anywhere? We'll twist these together here, and I'm not going to get too crazy because I don't want to crumble this older wiring. I'm going to try to pull this box out, but if I can't, I can't. We're not going to get upset. But if I can, I will, and I'll try to straighten this out here. If I can get this out, I will, but if I can't, I can't. Because sometimes that's the way it is. You can't. If you can't do something, you know what? You can't do it. Just don't get upset about it. It is what it is. But I'd like to, if I can get that straightened, that's what I want to do. But if I can't, I can't. And I refuse to frustrate over it. Let me see if I can pull the box out some so I can get to the screw. If I can, I can. But if I can't, I can't. It's that simple. Alright. And fortunately, I can get to it. Tap it in a little bit. Arthur? Yeah, did you say you have a couple yellow ones up here? Just tighten it up the best I can, and I'll just bend it back over. Just let them lay, you don't get upset. We'll get this one to go right over here. There we go. Okay. Just let them lay there. You don't get upset about it. Okay, so we're going to look at these wires here. We'll make this splice a little bit better here. Okay. Okay, we'll just twist them a little bit so we don't crumble the insulation. I'll make it even on the end here. I'll put our wire nut on. Okay, now we'll just push this back into our box the way we can. And then the two black wires look okay, and I'm not going to force them around too much because I don't want to crumble the old brittle insulation there. So now we're ready to put our light fixture up. And we don't have the right screws and the white wire nuts. So you know what? I am so thankful I have to run downstairs. Very thankful. Well, I went downstairs and got some screws and the right size wire nuts. So here in the country I was born in, black is live, white is neutral, and the spare wire is the ground on this light fixture. Now what I do is I like to strip this stranded wire a little bit longer so we can wrap the stranded wire around the solid wire so we get a better connection. Okay, so this black is our live wire, so we'll take our black, get our insulation even at the bottom here, and we'll wrap. I'll get all our strands standing up, get our insulation even at the bottom here, and I'll wrap our stranded wire around our solid wire like this. Take our larger orange wire nut, twist it on. I'm not going to go too crazy because I don't want to crumble the old wire. And we'll do the same with our white wire. Get our strands standing up here. Get our copper insulate wires wrapped around. Get our strands, get all our copper even at the end and our insulation even at the bottom like this here. Take our larger orange wire nut and we'll just put it on like that. Make sure it's nice and snug. I'm not going to over tighten it because this wire is very old and very brittle. So now we'll put our cross piece up here. I don't want to lose these screws, so I'll just turn them in a little bit. And we'll put it on our box like this here. I'm going to push this over a little bit, push that one over a little bit so our screws here don't hit our wires in the back. I'm going to make sure our wires aren't pinched here. The box is in the wall crooked, but we can compensate for that with our set screws here to balance our fixture. So we'll just tighten these up. 1, 2, and now see how this swivels. We'll tighten it with these screws here. Make sure it's straight. And we'll make sure this one is straight. And we'll wrap our ground wire around our green screw here. Since there's no ground, we'll just hook it to our green screw and we'll leave it long, leave all the wire in here because if they ever rewire the building, they will hook it up when they rewire it. So I'll just stick it on our ground screw here. And now we're ready to put our light fixture onto our bracket. So we can take our fixture, let's make sure nothing's pinched, and we can push our wires back into our box here, or I'll put them up here so they're behind the canopy. So we'll just straighten it out here. We'll get our other little knobby here. Make sure it's on here nice and tight. Okay, let's make sure no wires are pinched coming out of here anywhere. And our very nice globe will just set in here like this. And we'll put our light bulb in here. So this is what it looks like all done. And it has a self-contained switch on it, and it's also controlled by the wall switch. Okay, now we have this other wall light that's almost right behind the shower, and it's not going to do any good. So we're going to unhook it. We'll take our wire caps off here. Just make sure we don't have any power up here. And we'll take this cover piece off here. So we'll just cap these two older wires off. I'll cut them back short enough so that the wire nut covers all of the wire that's exposed here. And we'll just use a small wire nut. It's not going to fit, so I'll use the two smaller ones with the spring on the inside here. Make sure it's on here nice and tight. Now fold it in so our wire nut is facing up. And this is our live wire. Put our wire nut on here. And again, I'll fold it in so our wire nut is facing up, so there's no possibility of it coming off. And I'll stick our blank cover on here. We'll put our cover on here so that the kids don't touch anything in here and get a shock. Alrighty. Peace. Thanks for watching. So that is how to install this wall light here in the country I was born in. We use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors, however you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop, or in a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching.